Good morning, everyone. Happy energy reading. I'm Terry. It's so great to see you. Welcome to the weekday energy temperature check. Yes. I'm pulling some cards here that I may use as a tool, but I've been channeling a lot more information because I am now growing my talents and abilities and tapping into different timelines and different universes. So my presentation may change, it may not. I have the cards here in case I need them, but a lot of the information that I am getting are from potentials and possibilities of different timelines. So this could mean that the information that I give you, because I am reading for more than one person, they may resonate, they may not. So only take what does, toss what doesn't. And if you would like something more personal, more private, we can definitely arrange that. And I would be able to really look into your specific information and your specific messages of how you can navigate your way through this thing we call life. So my channeling, it doesn't necessarily look different. It may look different. I may get interrupted in between sentences because so much data and information comes in on these frequencies and light waves. But just bear with me and just know that whatever I share with you is for the greatest and the highest good. And this is a collective reading. So it's for everybody who is watching and those you might share this reading with. And I do appreciate all of your support. So thank you. When I was doing the shuffle, I just picked out 4 cards and we'll do a reveal in a second. But when I was doing the shuffle, the first thing that's really started to come to my awareness, which I want to share with you guys, is this idea of so much action going on behind the scenes. And it's not so much that things are secretive, and it's not so much that people are hiding information. It's more like there's just so much going on, so much shift, so much change that even the shift and the change itself is really hard to keep up with. So, and this is from a personal level to a collective level. And of course, when I say collective, I am talking about government and systems breaking down, people losing their shit individually as well as collectively. And, trying to figure out what is the new way? How are we going to move forward, right? So there's a lot of activity going on. And because people are not aware of it, they feel unsafe. Now, I'm not necessarily sure. I got to tell you, and I really truly feel this, and you may or may not agree with me, and that's completely and totally fine. But I don't necessarily know that we need to know that information. And I know a lot of people are like, we need to know everything. We need to know what's going on. The thing is there is so much going on that if it were communicated, it would be mumble jumbled anyways. And the media already does such a great job of scaring the shit out of us anyways, right? So just to be saying and sharing with us every single step is going to drive everybody neurotic and crazy with more panic and more fear because everything is changing minute by minute by minute. So, the fact that we would know so much more information would actually amplify or exacerbate a lot of what's going on. So, even when it comes to, and the only thing we can really do individually is stay in our own lane, right? And go within ourselves. So for this week, it does feel like it's important for you to just not push people. I feel like people are really pushing people and triggering people. People are losing their shit and they're fighting. Sometimes they are actual physical abuse fights. Physical abuse fights? Does that make any sense? So this week, what really is being called for is a lot more patience and a lot more leaning into, well, what the fuck is going on? And that's the thing, is that nobody knows. And it's not like one person knows and they're keeping it. It's just that information just changes so quickly and so fast and so swiftly that even if you did know what was going on, like, it would already be moot. once you knew, because something else would be changing, something else would be going on. And that's, you know, like a lot, there's just a lot. And in our human physical bodies in this 3D dimension cannot handle, cannot handle it. Already it's hard for us to handle what we are handling. So just imagine handling what we're not handling, but we would like to know. But if we did know, we'd like go fucking insane. So, you know, be patient with people this week because you really don't know what's going on with them, right? On an individual basis as well as a collective basis. So that's how I'm starting out this reading. Let's do a quick reveal and see what the cards say, right? We have the 7 of Clubs. We have the El Apache. We have Playfulness. And we have 2 of Fire. So yeah, I mean, we are seeing a lot of people's passion really coming out, especially when it comes to politics. And for some reason, it's still being, this whole pandemic is being viewed as a political issue, and it's not. It's a human issue. And that is one of the big things that is like crumbling. One of the big things that's coming down with this whole pandemic, with this whole experience, is that it is an experience that every human being is experiencing. And it doesn't matter what party you associate with politically, you know, and that's part of this too, is like, how can we unify and all come up with the same focus, the same message, which is we are humans, we are sick, we need help. It is no longer a political issue. It has gone beyond politics, and that is to help unify humanity, unify people in a global way. I mean, we have not been this close to other countries. We have not shared those experiences with other countries like we are right now, right? So it's super, super important to stop making this a political issue. It's not anymore. Mistakes are made all the fucking time, and people forgive. They don't have to forget, but they can forgive, not easily. So when I say that, I'm not saying it's easy or anything like this, but the thing is like, each and every one of us are very guilty of a lot of things. We are not perfect, okay? That is the blueprint of being a human being. We have to make mistakes. We have to fuck up in order to learn and grow, right? So as soon as we stop making this a political issue and a human issue, you'll watch and see things shift and change. But we got a lot of stubborn people out there who are just way more important, who it's just more important for them to find that righteousness inside of them. And it is that aspect that is actually doing the opposite of what needs to happen, which is bring everybody together. This week, you know, something that would definitely help us in terms of just allowing people their own experience is to be more playful with yourself. Play with yourself. Heyo, maybe in more ways than one. But try and find that silly childlike part of yourself. We are all really being called up to the stage to be warriors in this situation. And the thing is that this is a big test, and this is a test that counts. This isn't like a spelling test, right? This is a test. You want to know what the test is. When we are released back into the wild, quarantine is over, when we look back a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, the real test is, how did I handle my emotions? How did I handle myself? How good of a human was I during that period? Was I there for my fellow humans, or did I just like become really super, super selfish and, you know, hoard all the toilet paper? You know what I'm saying? So that is actually the test. The test will be revealed after. Your results will be revealed after you've taken the test. So you're currently in the test, you know? It's really like, what are you and how are you passing this test? And again, this is about us coming together, helping other humans without having that part of us that needs to be heard, not heard and seen, because we all individually need to be heard and seen by all means. But like where we have to fight to be right. Like no one gives a shit. Right now, people are fighting for their life, and that is more important than fighting to be right, right? So, just kind of take a little temperature check of yourself. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that you're not even aware of, I'm not aware of. And so the sooner we can find this part of ourselves where we can connect with our inner child, the fun part of our inner child, not the wounded inner child, we will actually be able to get through this situation, find our inner warrior and see how did we pass? How did we pass? So this week is actually, I would call it's a test week. How am I going to get through this week on a smaller level? Right? How am I going to get through this week? Am I going to be proud of myself? Am I allowing other people their experience without the judgment? Are other people letting me have my experience without their judging me? Right? So, not an easy week, but stay in your own lane. That's the implementation tool this week. Stay in your own lane. Take care of yourself. Believe it or not, by taking care of yourself, you are actually taking care of other people because you're not spreading, well, not only the virus, but you're also just like not losing your shit on other people, which will trigger their inner wounded children, which will trigger other people's inner wounded children. Stay in your own lane. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Find compassion to yourself. Play, laugh, sing, all the things, because passion, people's fires are really burning high, and you just don't know. You really don't know what's going on behind the scenes. All right, guys. What am I always saying to you? Stay connected. Stay connected to yourself, stay connected to your friends and family, and of course, you can stay connected to me, and you can check me out at terihuberman.com. Maybe you want to work with me longer term because there's a lot going on and you're not really sure which way do I go. I can help you discover blind spots and get you out of indecision and into your intuition. Click on the intuitive coaching package section of my site, Teri Huberman. Schedule a complimentary phone call to see if we can work together, and I'll see ya on the flip side.